Kia ora te whānau. We're going to do a quick explanation of what is Git and GitHub and how does it work. Okay, so imagine you're on your computer. You've got this folder of files. You're building a website. You're building an app, and you have a file on it, and it's got some code. It's got something on here, but it's also referencing some other files, and those files need to say something really specific that this file thinks it says. So actually, it's a whole pile of files and images and styles and anything else that's in here. This is an app. This is our website, and it's great. We like it. We want to save this while we're working on it. We're going to call this version 1. And then we want to make some changes to it. But we kind of want to keep this first version. We don't want to overwrite it. So what are we going to do? Well, what we might do is we might save this whole thing, keep it, and then make a version 2. You know, and we change this file a little bit. We change some of the other files. We add a new image, and we call this one V2. All right? And we like this one so much that we think that we're going to publish this version. So this version, people out there in the public can actually see it, because it is a website after all, right? And so this one we're going to deploy. And this one's going to be live. It's going to live out there on the internet for everyone to see. But we still want to keep working on it. We still want to keep making new things. But we can't work directly on this one, because if we do that, then the public, they're going to see some unfinished. You can see unfinished stuff. That's not okay. So we might create a new version and just leave that deployed version there. And just kind of come over here. We're going to start making a new version. This one's going to be V3. And we might keep working on this one and make some more changes and add some more images. And this one's going to be V4. And then eventually it's going to be ready to deploy. That's going to be our new version. And so our deployment is actually going to come in. And these two things, we're going to merge them together. We're going to say, okay, all the changes from the old one and all the new stuff that we've made, and this is meant to be a stack of files here, that is now our new deployed version, right? Okay. I imagine that trying to do this manually is going to be really, really hard. You might make a mistake, and the whole website would crash, the whole app would crash, the program would crash. You might forget to update something, and so the public is actually seeing some unfinished things. You might realize that this one here, this had some really serious problems. You might go like, oh my gosh, I put that on the internet, but actually it's got some really serious problems. I need to roll back straight away. We need to turn this, we need to go back to that version. And unless you were really careful about making sure that that version was ready right away, you might be in a bit of trouble. So this whole thing is actually handled for us by a little program called Git. And the deployment stuff is handled by another program called GitHub. That's a service up online. What is it? How does it work? I'm already assuming that you have Git installed on your computer and that you have GitHub installed in there. And you're a little bit familiar with the terminal already. Okay, so what we're going to do today is we're going to make ourselves a repository that is a folder where we can put a whole stack of different files. Because don't forget, when we're developing, we're going to have lots and lots of different files in our websites, in our apps, in our programs, not just a single file anymore. And we're going to bring that down from GitHub. We're going to make some changes and send it back. But why? What's the structure here? Well, GitHub, it's like the cloud, right? GitHub's like the clouds over here. We'll make ourselves a nice little cloud over here. This is, think of it like Google Drive or OneDrive. And it's sitting there. It's over on Microsoft servers. It's on somebody else's computer. And we have the local version. Whenever we make any changes, we're writing code, we're changing code, we're doing that locally on our devices. When we want to share that code, when we want to upload that code or deploy that code to the internet, we need to do that up on GitHub so that it is there and saved forever. GitHub is just Microsoft servers running Git, the Git program behind the scenes. Our laptops are running Git. Can you see my mouse? Our laptops are running Git. GitHub is also running Git, and GitHub is just the name for Microsoft servers that are running that somewhere else that we can connect these two things up. Okay, so we're going to make ourselves a repo here. We're going to bring that down onto our laptop. We're going to make some changes, and we're going to send that back up to GitHub. And all of those changes are going to go back up to GitHub. And we're going to see them up there. Fantastic. So we're going to go that way to start with, and then we're going to go that way at the end. Cool. First thing we're going to do is we're going to head over to GitHub. We're going to make ourselves a new repository. And you see I've got lots already, but you won't. I've got a lot of owners, so I'm going to change that to Mr. Ward is that one there. And I'm going to call this one my first repo. Yes, fantastic. That's great. I'm going to create that repository. It's public, no template, any of that. Fantastic. Cool. Now you'll see here we've got a whole lot of different options available. That's because it's currently empty and we want to add some code to it. Like I said before, whenever we're doing any programming or coding, we're doing that locally on our laptops. So we're going to clone down an empty repository to make some changes to it on our laptops. And how do we do that? We grab this link here and we're going to head to our terminal. You could do this on VS Code or anywhere else. I'm going to do it here directly on the terminal. Make it nice and big. Okay, doesn't matter where I am right now. I'm going to CD to home, change directory to my home directory. I'm going to change directory to dev where I do all of my programming. Whoa, just fix that, thank you. And now I'm going to use Git. And I'm going to clone that repository there. Okay. Yours will look different. Don't use my link. Oh, and it's going to complain because I don't have a space. There. And you can see it's now bringing that code down. I have cloned. Whoops, where are we? We've done this step here. This step is called a clone. Only the first time we have cloned that repo down from GitHub. So now we're going to make some commits. Now, again, you could do this in VS Code. I'm going to keep doing this in the terminal. I'm going to make a new file and add some things to it. So first I'm going to actually move into that repository. CD my first repo, and now we're going to open up an editor. You can use VS Code. I'm going to do this. It's taking a little while today. Here we go. Right, fantastic. I'm going to make a new file. I'm going to call it index.html. And here we go. Let's program. There we go. Making a little HTML file. And now, let's make an H1. And let's say, hello. Cool. Where is this saved? Right now, this is saved in a buffer. What is a buffer? A buffer is not saved anywhere. It's not on our RAM. It's in our RAM. It's not on our disk. It's not on our hard drive. It's definitely not on GitHub yet. So let's just quit and get out of here. And if I list out, it's not there. It's not there. I never saved it. It doesn't actually exist yet. It was only in a buffer. It doesn't actually exist on the hard drive. So let's make it again. I'm actually going to do it the other way today. I'm going to touch index.html, or if you're on Windows, new item, index.html. I'm going to open up an editor to run it. Ooh, that's not working today. Anyway, let's just make a little quick change, and let's say hello, and now I'm going to save it. And now that I've saved it, those changes actually exist. Okay. Let's leave. And now, hey, look, I actually have that file here. It's on my drive now. It's saved to my drive. It's now a file that exists on my computer, on my system, but it's not on Git yet. Git doesn't know about it. If I run git status, it doesn't see it. It can see that it's there, but it's going, I'm ignoring this right now. So we need to tell Git that we want Git to track that file, that we want Git to pay attention to that new file. So I need to say git add dot. Now, if I run git status, hey, it knows that it's there. It can see that it's been changed, but it's not committed. So let's commit it and do that super save and make a new commit for Git. A commit is like a new version that we care about, that we want to keep. So let's say git commit -m, and I'm going to call this my first commit. You can see I've got auto-suggest coming up with that as well. First commit, and I'm a little bit behind my head, but that's okay. My first commit. There we go. I'll just enter a few times so you can see what I ran. There we go. Hey, we've committed it for the first time. Is it up on GitHub yet? Well, let's go check. Refresh. No, it's still not there. It's only locally on my laptop. It's not actually up on Git. On GitHub. It's not up, it's being tracked by Git on my computer. It's not up on GitHub yet. How do we get it there? We say git push origin master. Oops. Is it master? Is it main? Is it Tumu? This might be weirdness for me. There we go. That was a bit unusual. I don't know what happened with that credential manager there, but it sent it up into GitHub now. So there we go. I've made some changes. I've pushed it out. What happened here? Most of the time, the branch that you're working on is called main or master. I decided quite some time ago I was going to use Tumu to sidestep a big debate which is happening in the GitHub world. Don't worry about it. Mine was called, my command is git push origin Tumu. Yours is going to be git push origin master, most likely. If that doesn't work, git push origin main. What does that mean? Hey Git, the Git program, can you please send to GitHub the current branch that I'm working on? And that's it. We've done it. Here we go. Refresh. Is it there? Hey, fantastic. You can see that my new file is there. You can see my commit message and when I did it. And you can see my code in there as well. We did it. Ka pai. Well done, everybody. Ka pai tomahi. I will see you in the next one.